A man strangled his pregnant wife in their bed at night. Then he walked into his 4-year-old daughter's room. Then his 3-year-old daughter's room. He killed them both. Then he woke up, got dressed, and drove to work. On his lunch break, he called his girlfriend. His name was Chris Watts. Shanann Watts, 34 years old, 15 weeks pregnant, mother of 2 little girls, Bella, 4 years old, and Celeste, 3 years old. They lived in Frederick, Colorado, in a house that looked perfect from the outside. A loving family, a happy life. That is what everyone believed. But Chris Watts had already decided. He had decided before Shanann even landed at the airport. Chris Watts was 33 years old. He worked for an oil and gas company called Anadarko Petroleum. Quiet man, calm man, neighbors liked him. He coached his daughter's soccer. He smiled in every family photo. Nobody saw anything wrong. Nobody suspected anything. But behind that smile, something had broken. Chris had started an affair with a coworker named Nicole Kessinger. He wanted a new life. He wanted out. But he did not want a divorce. He did not want to pay child support. He did not want the complications. He wanted everything to simply disappear. So he made a plan. Shanann came home at 1:48 in the morning on August 13, 2018. She had been in Arizona for a work conference. She was tired. She went straight to bed. The girls were already asleep in their rooms. The house was quiet. What happened next, Chris Watts described in detail during his confession. He strangled Shanann in their bed while she slept. She was 15 weeks pregnant. He did not stop. When it was over, he went to his daughter's rooms. Bella first. Then Celeste. He suffocated them both. His own children, 3 and 4 years old. Then he went to work. That same morning, he loaded the bodies into his work truck. He drove to an Anadarko oil site in Weld County called CERVI 319. It was remote. No people. No cameras nearby. He buried Shanann in a shallow grave near an oil tank. Then he lifted the covers of 2 large oil storage tanks and put Bella and Celeste inside. And then he drove back. He acted normal the entire day. That afternoon, Shannon's friend Nicole Atkinson became worried. Shanann had missed a doctor's appointment. She was not answering calls or texts. Nicole went to the house and called police. Officers arrived. Chris came home from work and spoke to them calmly. No panic, no tears, just calm. But something felt wrong to investigators immediately. They asked Chris to do a TV interview. He agreed. He stood in front of cameras outside his house and cried. He said he had no idea where Shanann was. He said he missed her. He begged for her return. He performed grief perfectly. But the FBI had already started watching. Investigators pulled surveillance footage from a neighbor's camera. It showed Chris loading something large and heavy into his truck early that morning. The shape of a body. They pulled his phone records. They found Nicole Kessinger. They found hundreds of messages. They found a man who was not a grieving husband. He was a man who wanted to start over. On August 15th, just 2 days after Shanann disappeared, FBI agents brought Chris in for questioning. At first, he pointed the finger at Shanann. He told investigators that he had seen Shanann strangling Celeste. He said he attacked Shanann in a rage to protect his daughter. It was a lie, a desperate, ugly lie that made investigators even more certain of the truth. Within hours, he broke. He confessed to everything. He led police to CERVI 319. Officers found Shannon's body first. Then they found Bella and Celeste inside the oil tanks. The images from that day, investigators have said they will never forget them. Chris Watts was charged with first-degree murder. 3 counts for Shanann, Bella, and Celeste. 1 count for the unborn baby, who Shanann had planned to name Nico. In November 2018, Chris pleaded guilty to avoid the death penalty. He was sentenced to 5 consecutive life terms in prison with no possibility of parole. He will die in that prison. Later, in 2019, Chris gave another confession, this time to investigators from behind prison walls. In that confession, he admitted the truth about his daughters. He had not seen Shanann harm them. He had killed them himself, deliberately, calmly. He gave details that were so cold, so calculated, that even experienced investigators were shaken. Shanann Watts trusted her husband completely. She had posted about their life on social media. She had celebrated their marriage publicly. She had no idea that the man sleeping next to her had already decided her fate. That is the most terrifying kind of evil. Not the stranger in the dark, not the monster you can recognize. The evil that sits across from you at dinner. The evil that holds your hand. The evil that you call home. Chris Watts did not lose his mind. He did not snap. He planned. He chose. And 3 children, one of them not yet born, never got a single chance at life because of that choice. Evil does not always look like evil. Sometimes it looks like a husband. Sometimes it looks like a father. And by the time you see the truth, it is already too late. Goodbye for now, and I will see you very soon in our next story. Until then, stay safe, stay aware, and never forget, crime never wins in the end.